Never, ever, ever sit in your stress more than you can sit in your happiness. Yo, what's up? Welcome to the Tolerant Podcast. That today we're discussing something very, 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 very important. And what's that thing? It's called APR, Absolute Personal Responsibility. To come to think of what's come to worse, there are a lot of people in the world today that does not own their own responsibility. And what does it mean for you to own your own responsibility? It's also another way of holding yourself accountable. Because at the end of the day, nobody is going to tell you. You have to hold yourself accountable. But why do we say this then? Sometimes you go through life through phases. And these phases you go comes with different adversities. Understanding that everything happening in your life are all answered by you. Wherever situation you find yourself today, 80 to 70% of it comes from the decisions that you have made before in the past. This is why it is very crucial and very sensitive to make sure that whatever decisions you are doing today or whatever decisions you are making today, understand that it has an after effect, either negative or either positive. But if you come to this aspect of life where people don't tell you, is owning true self, believing in yourself, no matter how the situation looks like, having that faith that yes, I know this thing can happen, I know it is possible. The one biggest thing that drives people to depression in life is the word comparison. But we're not going to talk about that today. Comparison is one of the biggest problems in the society. Whereby you go to bed, you cannot sleep because you feel this way, you feel that way. No. Understand that everyone has a different destiny. We all have different taste. To be able to be comfortable and satisfied with what you have is one true happiness while chasing the things you think you want. Happiness comes from oneself. It comes from you. These are wealth that money cannot buy. True happiness is not gotten from only materialistic things. To be able to wake up and see the sun is a blessing. To be able to wake up to realize that you are complete, you can walk, is a blessing. But why are you not worried? Why don't you focus on yourself? Why don't you become the best version of yourself? There's a particular phrase I always use and it has always kept me going. It says, begin the end. Begin in the end. Begin the end in mind. Begin the end in mind. Meaning, at the end of the time you're going to leave the world, you're going to die. What are the memories that people will reckon with when you are no longer around? When you begin to have the sense of begin the end in mind, you begin to understand that there are some actions you're not supposed to take. There are some actions you need to think twice. There are some things you need to think twice before you do them. You must always have to think. If you find yourself in a group of places where people take and carry action, without not thinking about the after effects or how it's going to be or if it's going to affect you, then you should know that you're not supposed to be around that place or around that person or people. Understanding that if you are going to carry an action, if I'm going to carry an action and I know this action is going to affect you as my friend, why would I want to do that? But a lot of people don't have APR, absolute personal responsibility. This is why people go and do whatever they want to do, expecting and thinking that that is how it is. No, you have to start seeing the world the way it is, not how you want it to be. If you're really waiting for you to see how the world you want it to be, you will begin to miss those important things in your life. There's a particular song by Asake. It says, lonely. So he made you understand that even despite how rich and how far he has gotten, he understood his loneliness. So it was through the journey of greatness that he was walking. That was his best memories. Let me tell you the truth. Most billionaires you see today, and you feel, oh, they are enjoying their life. Most of them are just relaxed. The true happiness they found and meaningness they found in life was that process they were going through to become that thing. There are so many bodybuilders today. Samson Dauda, Mr. Olympia, I think he's from Nigeria. He has gotten everything. But the best memories of him is not when he won that Olympia. It was what he passed through. Those days he was working, not resting enough, coming back from work, you're tired, but you need to go to the gym. That discipline, those were the memories. Those things he passed through to achieve that thing for years of consistency and discipline, those were his memories. Those were the true happiness. So everything you are going through in life now, to be frank with you, learn how to turn them to meaningful things. Turn your lemons into lemonades. Every adversity, I believe in destiny, and I believe they guide us in our way of life, even sometimes from adversities. I believe that too. So everything happening in your life currently is not even a test, is to make you strong. There's an unreleased song by Shay Vibes. He said, only a diamond can come from all this pressure. Only a diamond can come out from the pressure. So if you're not ready to face the pressure, go inside and sit down. If you're not ready to face the pressure, go inside and sit down like a baby. Don't do that. Come outside. Own your responsibility in the world. Have you ever asked yourself why Dubai is like this? Have you ever asked yourself why Dubai is so protected and so strong? Have you asked yourself that question? You have not. Because the country has made them understand that every man in his household must have to protect his home. So every one of the Emiratis you see has taken it as a responsibility to come out to the world, hold their responsibility and protect their world and protect their country. Because they have instilled them in them the concept of protecting your home, coming out to make the world a better place. That is what every man should be doing, impacting value to the world. They said if we cannot do great things in big way, we can do little things in great way. You don't have to wait for it to get downloaded to 100%. You can start at even 10%. You can start at 20. You can start at 30. It has nothing to do with your age. It has nothing to do with you. It has nothing to do. It all is about dreams. I attended a music, our listening album from the Bell Music yesterday. And from that young man, I had a podcast with him not too long. You can go check it. I think below of most of the videos I had. And it made me understand how people try to improve the world in their own understanding, in their own way of how they can relate. People relate through many things. People relate through art. People relate through music. People relate through fitness. People relate through creativity. People relate through many things. The question is, what are you relating with? What are you? What are you relating with? Before you make any decision, always ask yourself, what is the outcome of this decision I'm about to carry or this I'm about to do? What is going to be the end result? And what does it make me look like? Because our self-image is very important. Even the Bible says, guard your heart. It is very important to have a proper good self-image. Even at your workplace. Even the place you gym, even the place you go to work, even the place, everything is good to have a proper image. You are not striving for perfection. Listen, you are striving for progress. Because you are not made perfect. Understand the key of life. He said, you don't need validation before you evolve. So wake up this morning, rise with an empty stomach and seek the word. Never, ever, ever, ever in our daily life should we sit in our stress for less than how much we can sit in our happiness. I repeat, never, ever, ever rest in your stress more than you can rest in your happiness. Because why? The brain does not differentiate between what is positivity and negativity and stress and happiness. It focuses on what you're giving it, your actions. So if you begin to apply positive things to your life and happiness, you begin to get fulfilled. Even if you are in the brim of problem, you begin to apply positivity. Everything keeps resonating. Have you ever asked yourself why the rich people always make use of debt? We are not going to talk about that. We are going to talk about that another time. Reason why the rich people make use of debt. There is a reason why they do that. Because even inside of debt, they know they are happy and they can pay it off. But how? What's the mindset behind that? Why? I've been reading a lot about debt management, debt crisis, debt this, that, that. And I'm very willing to share this with people. Never. I'll see you guys next week. I hope you stay out of trouble and be respectful.